You're watching this right now, breathing, blinking, thinking. But what if I told you, somewhere in your body, the process of dying has already started? Your cells, they have expiration dates. Your DNA, slowly mutating. Your brain, constantly glitching. You're not dying someday. You're dying right now, slowly, quietly, invisibly. And when that final moment hits, something incredibly weird happens. Not just your heart stopping, not just your breathing halting, but dozens of strange, eerie, and downright impossible things. Things your science class never taught you. Things that blur the line between life and death, between biology and mystery, between science and something else. This isn't just about coffins and cold morgues. This is about what your body does after you're gone. From exploding cells to corpse farts, from brain surges to death moans, from final visions to after-death erections. Yes, really. So stay with me, because once you start this list, you won't be able to stop. Number 12. Here's a terrifying idea. You might still be aware after you die. In 2017, researchers studied people who had experienced cardiac arrest and were brought back. Some of them claimed they remembered everything. The doctors talking, the beeping machines, even the room they were in while they were clinically dead. Science calls it terminal lucidity, a strange mental clarity that hits moments before or even after brain death. Others call it proof of something deeper, a soul, a second stage, or a cruel trick of biology. But the creepy truth, your brain doesn't instantly shut off. In fact, some parts, like the auditory cortex, can stay active for up to 30 seconds after death, meaning you might hear your own time of death, feel people walking away, experience the end while knowing it's the end. Isn't that comforting or horrifying? Number 11. You've probably seen it in movies. A quiet, slow exhale as someone slips away. But real death, isn't that elegant? As muscles relax, especially in the throat, a loud, wet, gurgling sound comes out. It's called the death rattle. Why does it happen? Because your body's trying to breathe, but your brain has checked out. Air bubbles in saliva and mucus slosh around your throat. And since you can't swallow anymore, it builds up. The result? A sound that's part gasp, part gargle, like someone trying to speak underwater. It's not painful, but if you've ever heard it, it's unforgettable. Caregivers know it. Doctors recognize it. And once you do too, you'll never forget it either. Number 10. Let's get something gross out of the way. When you die, your body empties itself. Your brain stops sending signals. Your muscles, including your sphincter, relax completely. And the result? Your bladder and bowels release, whether you want them to or not. That means, yes, you poop yourself. Why? Because your body is no longer holding it in. It's done. All systems shut down. Even small amounts of air trapped in your intestines might come out, making faint sounds that could spook someone near you. Creepy, sure, but also deeply human. It's one of the final reminders that our bodies are machines. And death just turns the power off. Number 9. Just hours after death, your body begins to change colors. Fast. It starts with livor mortis, aka death's bruise. Since your heart isn't pumping blood anymore, gravity takes over. Blood begins to settle into the lowest parts of your body. If you're lying on your back, that means your spine, your buttocks, the backs of your arms and legs. And it doesn't stay red. It turns deep purple, then blue-black, and sometimes even green. People often mistake this for bruising, but it's not injury, it's redistribution. The creepy twist. You can sometimes tell how someone died based on the pattern of livor mortis. Forensic scientists use it like a death clock. If the blood pools strangely, it might mean the body was moved after death. It's nature's own crime scene marker. Number 8. Imagine this. A doctor is moving a dead body. They roll it onto its side, and it suddenly moans. No heartbeat, no breathing, just a voice. It's real, it's documented, and it happens more than you'd think. Here's why. After death, gas builds up in your digestive system. And as your body is moved, even slightly, that gas can escape through your throat and vocal cords. The result? A low, animalistic sound. Groaning, moaning, sometimes even what sounds like a faint scream. It's not the person. They're gone. It's just pressure and physics. But if you're a nurse or paramedic who's heard it, it can haunt you for life. Number 7. Okay, now this one's nightmare fuel. You walk past a body, and it suddenly jerks. Or worse, sits up. Is it coming back to life? Nope, just more death weirdness. After death, your muscles go through rigor mortis, a stiffening that sets in after a few hours. But before rigor hits, residual electrical activity in your nerves can still fire. That means your arms might twitch, your legs might jerk, fingers may flex or curl. And yes, the abdominal muscles might contract in a way that makes it look like someone sits up. It's called the Lazarus sign, a reflex seen even in brain-dead patients. No soul, no consciousness, just leftover bioelectric signals playing their final notes. Still, if you were in the room when it happened, you'd swear you saw a ghost. Number 6. You've seen it in movies. Someone dies and their eyes stay open, staring into nothing. But here's the truth. If you die with your eyes open, they often stay that way. And not just that, the pupils dilate fully, turning your gaze into an eerie, vacant stare. Why? Because your brain is no longer controlling your ocular muscles. Your eyelids go slack, and your pupils widen because there's no electrical signal telling them what to do. But here's the really weird part. Your corneas start to cloud over, fast. Within hours, your clear eyes become grey-blue and foggy, sometimes with strange patterns, like shattered glass or swirls. It's called tache noire, black streaks that appear across the eyes if they're left open too long after death. So when you hear someone say, they died with their eyes open, there's a reason it haunts people. It feels like they're still watching, but there's no one left inside. Number 5. This one's real, and uncomfortable, and 100% documented. It's called angel lust. In some cases, particularly in deaths involving sudden trauma, like hanging or brain injury, the male body can experience post-mortem erections. Why? Because when the brainstem is injured, the body may release a final surge of electrical signals. Muscles spasm, blood vessels dilate, and without your usual inhibitory systems working, certain things become automatically triggered. In women, post-death arousal may also manifest in the form of blood flow to the pelvic area or even secretions. Creepy, yes, but also mechanical. It's not sexual. It's not conscious. It's just a glitch in the shutdown sequence of the body. A deeply uncomfortable reminder. The body continues reacting, even after the person is gone. Number 4. Here's something you probably didn't know. Dead bodies can leak, and it often looks like bleeding, especially from the mouth and nose. This isn't real blood circulation, though. It's caused by gas buildup and tissue breakdown during early decomposition. As your organs soften and internal pressure builds, fluid can get forced out of the lungs or stomach. That's why some corpses are found with blood-like fluid trickling from the mouth, leading to old superstitions about vampires feeding after death. In medieval Europe, they actually dug up graves where bodies were found with blood on their lips, and believed the dead were attacking the living. But it wasn't hunger. It was decomposition. As gas expands inside your gut, it forces liquids up and out. Even hours after death, the body, in its final rebellion, leaks. Number 3. Here's something truly disturbing. Your body doesn't just shut down. It eats itself. This process is called autolysis, meaning self-digestion. Your stomach and pancreas are full of powerful enzymes. Normally, they're used to break down food. But after death, there's nothing to control them, so they turn on you. The pancreas starts dissolving itself from the inside out. Your cells break apart. Membranes rupture. Fluids leak. And within hours, the body begins a slow collapse from within. No insects. No outside force. Just you, being consumed by the very thing that once kept you alive. It's science, but it feels like poetic horror. Number 2. Now we step into the mysterious. Thousands of people who've had near-death experiences, from drownings, crashes, or cardiac arrest, report similar things. A tunnel of light. A feeling of floating. Visions of loved ones. A peace so overwhelming it's impossible to describe. Are these hallucinations, dreams, or something else? Neuroscientists suggest that, as oxygen leaves the brain, the visual cortex may flood with activity, creating the illusion of light. Endorphins may surge, giving you that strange feeling of calm. But here's the kicker. Some patients who were clinically dead for minutes report conscious, detailed experiences, even conversations they shouldn't have been able to hear. So is it just the brain's final movie? Or a doorway? No one can say for sure. But the stories are chilling and comforting all at once. Number 1. We assume brain death is silence. But in 2023, researchers studying rats and humans discovered something shocking. In the first few minutes after the heart stops, the brain actually surges. A wave of electrical activity floods the cerebral cortex. In fact, some brain scans showed more activity after death than during life. Why? Some think it's the brain's final attempt to reboot. Others believe it's memory overload, every experience firing at once. Either way, this phenomenon could explain the vivid clarity some people report during near-death moments. It's like the brain's last flare into the void. A neural scream just before silence. In the end, we spend our whole lives avoiding death, denying it, fearing it, running from it. But in the end, it's not a monster. It's just weird, silent, strange, sometimes frightening, sometimes peaceful, always final. But if understanding it, even a little, helps you appreciate life more, then this video has done its job. If this made your spine tingle, if it made you think, if it made you feel anything, then you and we're already connected. And I make videos like this every single week. So do something weird and subscribe, not because it helps me, but because you're curious, and the curious ones, they're my kind of people. See you in the next life, or at least, in the next upload.